Wee. Oh, don't be silly. We're going out for you, Story, so you can have fun.
You don't want to go?
Would you rather not go?
Alright then. Alright, fine.
I see. I thought this would be fun for you, Story. Apparently not. You want to go walk around the village? You want your chair? Okay, go get your chair. You need help. What's hard, Mundu? Well, we were going to go to the park for Story, but she's clearly not interested in that. So we're just going to let her do what she wants.
I never open this door. You have to like...
You have to really... Yeah, like the whole house moves around it. Okay, Story, what are we doing then? You want your chair? Which chair do you want? The big chair or the baby chair?
Just don't give her that option. No, we'll take the big chair.
Wee. Honk. Getting big, aren't you? Arms in. Click. There go. Sasha and I have been having a few days of contemplation recently for an important reason. If you've been watching the weekend vlogs for about a year, you'll know that we had a pregnancy scare last year in November.
Yeah.
And we worked out that if that wasn't a scare and there was actually a baby in there,
it was a positive result.
yeah, we would have a 1-month-old child with us right now alongside Story. And I hadn't thought about it at all until we just looked through our old videos and saw that weekend vlog.
Yeah.
And realised when it was, and it's a shock in my mind. And we were just trying to work out how we would be dealing with that. And how would you be dealing with it too, Story? Could you imagine if there was a 1-month-old?
Speeder.
Speeder?
Speed.
Big.
Big?
You'd be the big one.
Yeah, you would be the big sister. That guy needs to change gear.
Maybe it doesn't have any more.
Yeah, a 1-gear Renault.
What's that?
No.
You see it?
What? What?
A frog.
There's a frog in there, isn't there?
What?
How do you reckon it would be then?
Difficult.
I think you just get on with it, don't you?
Just get on with it though, yeah. I
Ooh.
think the thought of it is scarier than what it would actually be like.
Yeah, I think in reality you would function very well.
Yeah.
It's just when you have an option to think about not being the case,
Yeah.
you worry more.
Yeah, you do. And you'd have all the excitement of the birth and the baby coming and all the preparations and the reveals and all that kind of stuff going
Yeah,
on.
and also the idea that Story would get to react to a sibling,
Yeah.
that would also be fun. I can just hear Story talking about the things she's seeing. She's saying flower, tree. It's beautiful, isn't it, Story? Look at the colours. I think if there's anybody out there watching these videos thinking, I don't think I'd want to have a child yet because, you know, I don't like how they would change my situation or my life right now, I like how things are. Well, we used to do the same things. We had the same conversations for years, didn't we?
Yeah, and we liked our life in Thailand with just us and Eden.
Yeah.
How we worried, what would have, you know, how would a baby change things? Do we really want things to change?
Yeah, all the things. And it all comes down to humans not wanting to change.
Yeah.
But then when you do get Story in your life, now it's the only thing we can think about. Oh yeah, would we want to change things as they are now? And
Yeah. It's like, oh, now we love our little life with just us and Story and Eden.
exactly.
And yeah.
So it's just one of those things that you just need to do it if you want to do it. If you've been talking about it for long enough, just get it done.
Have that baby.
Yeah, you might love it. We don't really know where we're going right now. We considered going up to the cafe that's near us, but it's closed on this day, so we can't do that.
No.
So now we're just walking up this hill.
Story's just happy sitting in the chair. She normally requests to get out by now, and she hasn't done
Yeah.
so. She literally just wanted to walk around in her chair.
Be pushed around like a princess.
Walk, yeah, pushed around, not walk around.
Yeah, we're doing all the walking. We're just looking at this super impractical garden slope here. It's been really nicely maintained, but I'm wondering how it gets cut. And also, you can't really use it, can you? Because you just slide off it.
You would, yeah.
If you try to have a picnic, your picnic blanket would just go down the hill.
Lose all your sandwiches.
Yeah, extreme picnicking. Doing a little workout. Push! Yeah, we're getting higher now. Homes have got views. I like it up here. Some really nice looking properties too. For the record though, just going back to the whole having a baby thing, we do talk about whether we should have another child. Somebody asked us the other day, didn't they?
Yeah.
In the street, they said, oh, I wanted to know if you're thinking about having another baby. And we do think about it. We think about whether Story should have a sibling or not. But then we also know a few couples, quite a few couples actually, that have just only got one child and they've had a really good life. And I don't see a downside to either. I think Story will have interactions with many people over her life, but it is something that's, you know, in our thoughts all the time, isn't it?
It's definitely not off the cards.
Yeah.
But
We haven't ruled it out.
No, we haven't. But it's not imminent.
Yeah, we're not planning on it right now.
No.
It's oil. It's oil na. It's oil. Oil.
As I've been editing the vlogs lately, I've been quite conscious of things that might lead people to think that I might be pregnant. Like, we don't drink as much coffee and we've been having teas and that kind of thing. People pick up on these little things and put two and two together and it doesn't always add up.
Yeah.
And I've been saying that I was tired and that kind of thing and my eyes were hurting. I'm not pregnant. I don't plan on being pregnant anytime soon. But I think when you watch vlogs, everyone will jump to that conclusion because they want you to be pregnant. They want the entertainment factor of someone being pregnant and the excitement, that kind of thing.
A new twist in the story.
Yeah, exactly.
But for us, it's lifetime.
Yeah.
This is our real life.
Yeah.
We're not really saying that's a bad thing either. It's natural. We watch other vloggers too, and sometimes we think the same things about them.
Yeah, I've done it. I do it all the time. Oh, she must be pregnant because she said or something else.
Yeah, you start reading the comments and seeing what other people are thinking, if they agree with you, all this kind of stuff. So we understand that it's just natural part of this new world that we live in. How are you doing in this Story?
What?
You want to walk? Okay, let's go into the forest and you can walk in there where there's more shade, okay? Hey curly head. Story's been requesting acorns. You want to go and see if you can find some acorns, yeah? Yeah. Well, we're in the forest and we're in the shade. How's the acorn hunt going? Found something? Just a stick. So we'll find one soon. You pushing there along? Good girl. Have you had enough now, Story? She just started saying, can I have a chair and a biscuit? Of course you can.
And we are back on the pavement. Last time we done that walk through the forest past those houses, we got really lost and we were walking for about an hour. So I was gearing up for a big old trek back home, tied my hair up and everything. And we turned the corner and we were back. So that was nice.
You knew the way this time.
Yeah, well I didn't, and we just kind of came out on it. I was like, oh right, we're here. That was much easier than before. It is very warm out here though. I'm interested to see the temperature when we get back. Story's nicely shaded in her little pram there, eating away her biscuits. And we've just been looking at these weird clouds up here. They're really strange, like funny specks. And these up there. Home sweet home, Bubby.
You sad that your walk's over? She wanted the lid off, Sash. She didn't want to use the straw. She said, Abu, Abu. Yeah, is that good? Temperature says 28 degrees in the shade today. I thought it was more than that, to be honest. Hello, ears. Hey, good girl. How have you been? Oh, look at you. You're walking funny. You okay? Yeah, I think so. I've been keeping a close eye on Eden these days, now that she's getting older. Making sure she's still moving as she should be. She gets out pretty much every day as much as we can. That's why we try and take her on walks when she doesn't really want to go. We want to keep you supple, don't we, Eden? It's strange because sometimes she's really nimble. Doesn't seem to have a problem at all. And sometimes she's like that. We have noticed that if she's been lying on the sofa pretty much all day and then we open the door and she just jumps straight off without stretching, she'll be like this. And then there'll be other days where she runs around like a puppy, sprinting, sliding around like crazy, and she just seems like she never got old. Ooh, goodies. Look what Mummy's brought you. That's a nice treat, isn't it? Yeah? You can sit down, yeah. Yeah, there's stones beneath your feet. You can almost touch the floor now. Your long legs. Look at that long hair as well.
I was gonna say, Story had her bath this morning and her hair's gone really fluffy.
Yeah, but when we had it wet running down her back, it must have come to about here.
Yeah.
It's really long now. If it wasn't curly, she'd have really long hair.
I just missed Jay. He's just driven off to go to the spring to fill up our water bottles. Our camera's been playing up a little bit today, so I've only just managed to get it turned back on again. It's been really annoying. Dory's eating all of her strawberries and now just having a little read. Uncle Omar got you that book, didn't he? Yeah, nice read, is it? What's it about? There's a fish there, is there? You want your horsey? No, you need a blanket, do you? Okay. There you go. All your items. You want to watch a film with a bear? Okay. Right, we're playing with the toy instead. Story's got really good at doing this puzzle. She gets them all in the right places now. Last one. Good girl, well done. Story has assumed her film watching position. I've just put Ferdinand on for her. It's actually a really sweet film, I quite like that one too. And in here we've got some apple pie that I made yesterday. If you watch the weekend vlog, Story and I and Daddy picked apples from the apple tree and I made this. So I thought while Jay's on the water run, I will boil the kettle and have a coffee waiting for him, and I'll heat up a slice of apple pie as well. As you can see, we ate half of it last night after our dinner.
I'm back from the watering hole and I can smell coffee in the house. It's nice to come back to the smell of good quality coffee. So if you can find that brand in Portugal, St. Michel I think it is, I recommend it. Story's only got about an hour and a half before she goes to bed, so I think that we'll sit down with her, enjoy this coffee and cake and watch a little bit of the film with her before we get on with some work.
Come to watch the film with you, Story.
Okay, we're home and we're picking apples from the tree. Let's put them in there, eh, Story? That's right, good girl. 3 apples. Good girl. Another one. Ready, go! Well done. Little help from Daddy.